Welcome to my first episode. Episode 1, The Art of Being Unbothered and Playful. Some of you are exhausted. You're exhausted. Not because life is hard, but because you respond to every single thing. What if being unbothered isn't cold, but calibrated? And what if playfulness is actually spiritual maturity? I want you to think about this. I want you to think about being unbothered as nervous system mastery. You are mastering your nervous system. It's not about suppressing your emotion. It's not about suppressing the way that you feel. It's all about regulation. I talk about this in all of my videos. The idea of being neutral, the idea of staying at 12 o'clock, always 12 o'clock, the space and the place of neutrality. Neutrality. Is that a word, neutrality? I'm going to have to check into that. Neutrality. It's awareness before you actually react. When you begin to get in that space where you actually pause before you respond or react to anything, the gloriousness, that's when you know you've mastered the art of being unbothered. You have to understand that every reaction is an energy exchange. It is literally energetic currency. Whenever you have a conversation with someone, when you react, connect, respond, anything, whatever you draw your attention to, that's where your energy flows to. It's all about energetic currency. And you have to ask yourself, is this person, idea, situation, is it worth my peace? Is it worth giving up some of my currency? Is it worth pouring some of my energy into that, whatever it may be? Is it actually worth it? Is it worth compromising my nervous system? In the book of Proverbs, there's a scripture that talks about guarding your heart. Guarding your heart includes guarding your reactions, guarding your responses, because it's so important for us to have an understanding that not everything requires a response. There's an energetic principle that low frequency energy feeds on reaction and high frequency energy stays anchored. And a lot of times people don't understand that you attract what you are. That means if you are constantly complaining or constantly down and sad and depressed and, feeling some type of way about people and always agitated and aggravated, you will draw that energy towards you. And that is literally energetically and spiritually. That's how entities attach themselves to you. Because a lot of times, and I'm going to say this, and I might get under some people's skin. Some people might feel some type of way. You know what? I don't care. This is my belief. When you get in a space of, I'll use depression, for example. Let's say you sink so low into a state of depression because of an issue that you're hyper focused on, right? Or a situation that you're going through. You're hyper focused on that problem, okay? And you go into a deep state of depression. You will draw the spirit of depression to you. And it has nothing to do, because a lot of people will say the enemy, the devil after me. The enemy did this, the enemy did that, the enemy. Look, I'm gonna need y'all, I really need y'all to take responsibility and accountability for your own energy moving forward. We are spiritual beings having a human experience right now. And it is our responsibility to regulate our nervous system. It's our responsibility to make sure that your frequency remains at 12 o'clock or higher. It is our responsibility. The Bible clearly states, guard your heart. And there are plenty of other scriptures in the Bible that talk about your emotions and self-regulation and making sure that you're not quick to anger and things like that. It's a reason. You have to take accountability for your own energy. It's your responsibility. So if there's a spirit of depression that attaches to you, come on, let's think about it. Let's think about it. If there's a spirit of anger that attaches to you, or how about this? If there's a spirit of laziness that attaches itself to you, I need you to check your energy first. If there's something that's happening within your space and your place, I need you to check your energy. What are you saying? What are the things you're saying? What are the actions that you're actively taking on a daily basis? Are you saying ugly stuff about people? I need you to think about that. Are you proclaiming to be a Christian and you're being ugly to people? Are you proclaiming to be, I don't know, of whatever religious background you are, and you treat people like shit? I'm very adamant about that because, divine is all about the people, the creation. You have to do right by your fellow man, woman, child, whatever, living thing. You can't just go around treating people any kind of way and think, nothing ain't gonna happen to you. I need you to check yourself. I need you to take accountability for your own actions, and I need you to take accountability for your energy. I'm telling you this because I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't feel no kind of way because I'm telling you this. For far too long, we've gone on thinking that the way that we move and the way that we act towards people is okay, and it's not. It's really not. And whenever you start going through all kind of different things in your life and you're quick to say, the devil made me do it, or the devil's beating me down, the devil's doing this, and the enemy this and the enemy that. First of all, don't get me wrong, I get it. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe sometimes, yeah. But a lot of times, it's you. It's you. I need you to check yourself. I need you to check your energy. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Being Unbothered says, I will not match your chaos. That was the thing. I've been hearing that a lot. I'm gonna match the energy. Ew, I'm not trying to match anybody's energy. I don't wanna match your yucky energy. Ugh, yuck. If it's weird and inappropriate energy, I'm not gonna match it. No, I'm gonna go at 12 o'clock. We are going at 12 o'clock and I will try to go higher. I'm gonna start out at 12 o'clock. We'll pause, 12 o'clock. Because we don't match chaos here, honey. We don't do that. That is not being unbothered. No. We won't do that. A lot of times your triggers, something triggered you, it exposes your attachments. It shows your insecurities. And if it did bother you, that's something to examine within yourself. I remember somebody called me fake. And I didn't get mad about it. The young lady, she was saying it in a joking manner. She would say, oh, Miss Fake, whatever. And I'm like, why is she calling me fake? It's odd. And I didn't go at her. I just kind of brushed it off. Okay, whatever. What it made me do was kind of go inward. Because I was like, well, there's a reason she couldn't say I'm Miss Fake, So it's either one or two things that was happening during that situation. And I brought it to her attention. I said, why are you calling me fake? What make it? And she's like, no, I'm just playing. No. You're thinking it. It's there. The thought, that's energy. So it's there and it came out directed towards me. And there's a reason you're saying it. So, so it's either one or two things. Either that was an energetic exchange between she and I, because maybe we were both acting that way towards one another, because you are you attract what you are. So in that moment, I attracted that reaction or response from her. And maybe that's how she's acting towards me, because I'm acting that way towards her. Because I realized when I first started that job, I didn't want to connect with anybody because I had been disconnected from people for so long. So now I'm in a more like a setting where I have to work with a bunch of women. And needless to say, I love my job, but it took some adjusting because I wasn't that person. I like being alone, and it takes a lot for me to trust an individual, so or have confidence in somebody to do what they're supposed to do and things like that. So for the longest, I really didn't connect with anybody, and it was very surface level energy that I would give to my coworkers until that young lady made that comment. And I said, well, you know what, there's a shift that needs to take place within myself. So that's what I started to do. I started to warm up to people a little bit more and, just kind of like switch it up a little bit, So I'm saying all this because a lot of times, you're going to attract whatever you are. And if it triggers you, it's worth examining. Just look into it. See what it is. Sometimes we react, because we want control of a situation or we want validation. But, spiritual maturity is what I just talked about. It's observing without absorbing it, right? Instead of absorbing the energy, you witness it, understand it. Okay, this is what came towards me. Let me examine this. Let me observe this and try to figure out what's going on in my life that attracted this to me in the first place. That's what we're doing, okay? So even with people, if you're attracting a certain type of person, because they talk about narcissists and empath and things like that all the time. And what is it within yourself that is causing you to attract narcissists in your life? I don't really like throwing that word around, like talking about it, because you can't diagnose people, and say that's a narcissist. But if you are attracting a certain type of person into your energetic field all the time, like in every relationship or even friendship, is what is causing, what is it within yourself that is attracting that energy towards you in the first place? Instead of absorbing it, you start witnessing it. Not everything deserves a speech. Not everything deserves your explanation. Some things, you could, because I'll do that. Even now, I'll give an explanation about something, but I'm doing it one time. One time. Don't make me have to repeat myself. I told you one time. I said it, and it's done. All it deserves is a smile and then a redirect. So now let's pivot. Let's pivot a little bit, because I talked about playfulness. Playfulness is such a high frequency energy. Oh my gosh. I love to play. And let me tell you something. Being unbothered is powerful, but being unbothered and playful, that is magnetic. Joy is literally a spiritual weapon. It really is. Like playfulness, it confuses the heaviness of a situation. And when you stay light about stuff, you disarm the tension, you stay creative. It's just so beautiful. Play expands your nervous system capacity. Laughter regulates of course, that's proven. Laughter regulates your stress hormones. That's the biggest thing, is just to keep laughing, keep smiling. It don't have to be all fake and performative. Look for the fun in an everyday situation and everyday things. Like I love where I work. Oh my God. I participate in every time there's a dress up, anything, I'm doing it. I don't care. who sees me. And when I have my lunch break, I'm going to get my lunch wherever in my dress up. I don't care. It's so much fun. Growing up, I played video games, and as a full-grown adult, let me tell you something. My children, 1 year for my birthday, they all put together and bought me Zelda. They know my heart. I don't have time to do it anymore, but gaming, because when I get in a game, y'all, let me tell you, when I get into a video game, I think the last one I played, because it's been a while, the last one I played was Ori. It was Ori Part 2. When I tell you that I was up at 3 in the morning on my Switch, knowing I had to be to work the next day, but I'm still on it trying to beat the boss of that level, I had to back away. Let me tell you something. I would find joy, and I would go to work, and if I was stressed out, I would come back and I would hop on my game. You know? Painting, learning new instruments, things like that. Oh my God, there's just so much that you can do to have joy in your life. You know, it doesn't always have to be a struggle. It is not that serious, y'all. That level, I had to back away. I had to back away from it. Let me tell you something. I would find joy, and I would go to work, and if I was stressed out, I would come back and I would hop on my game. You know? Painting, learning new instruments, things like that. Oh my God, there's just so much that you can do to have joy in your life. You know, it doesn't always have to be a struggle. It is not that serious, y'all. It really isn't. It is not that serious. If the enemy of your peace is heaviness, then lightness is strategy. I'm not going to say that. We're going to X that out. So let me talk about the frequency of fun. Oh, I'm so childish, y'all. Oh my gosh. The people who know, they know. Because every Halloween, you best believe somebody's dressing up. Somebody's dressing up for Halloween every year. Even when I was deep in church, I dressed up every year for Halloween because I love to have fun. It is what it is. Judge me if you want. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you had fun without earning it? Huh? Some of you only relax after productivity, like when you've accomplished something. Some of you only smile when everything seems perfect. But how about like you smile even when it may not be that? Let me tell you something. You have to get to a point where you trust life enough to enjoy it now, right? Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what heaviness is, like what heaviness you're experiencing around you, what's going on at your job or work, whatever. And look, from experience, it's easier said than done. I get it. But just being present raises your frequency. Gratitude amplifies joy. So when you get in that weird space, what are you grateful for? The little things. You know, I'm so grateful that I could wake up in the morning. I have a house, I have a roof over my head, right? I could walk in my refrigerator and grab whatever I want to eat out of there. I love my bed. I am in a whole relationship with my bed. I love my bed and my pillows. You know, find something. There's so much in the world that you can be grateful for. Trust me, you just got to look for it. And joy attracts peace. Just being joyful, it attracts peace. If you want peace, be joyful. Being playful is saying, I am not available for the drama. I am available for delight. No drama, more delight. Like for instance, right? Let's say a triggering text message, right? Don't respond immediately to triggering text messages. That's practical embodiment. Put your phone down, go outside, experience nature. You know, I know some people don't like being outside, but put the phone down. Go do some stuff. Even if it's not outside, go in your room and find something to do. Go draw, go color. Go learn something. Learn something new. Go do something different. Go try out some new makeup. There's so much you can do. Just put the phone down. Okay? Just put the phone down. Dance in your kitchen. I do that often. I like doing that. And when my grandbabies come over, I do that. Like, I'll be dancing around my youngest one. He really get into it with me. We like to dance. So I blast the music in my house, all kind of wild and crazy music. And we just start dancing. Dance in the kitchen, dance in your bedroom. Smile more than you argue. Some people just love to bicker. Some people just love to argue. Bro, please smile. Let people misunderstand you without correcting them. You ain't got to correct everybody all the time. People gonna misunderstand you anyway. They have some people who want to misunderstand you. They don't care who you are. They don't want to get to know you. So who cares? Who gives a shit? Not me. Let them misunderstand you. Who cares? That is practical embodiment, right? That's practical embodiment. That last one right there, that's some advanced stuff right there. Because when you get to the point where you don't care what anybody says about you, you go far in life. You don't give nobody your energy. That's that one right there. That's gold. That's peace right there. That one is like an identity shift, right? You become unbothered when you stop needing approval. When you stop trying to control like perception and perspectives of who you are and what you do and all these things. You trust that what's for you stays and what isn't for you is pruned. It goes. It is no longer in your auric field. And you release it. You have the ability to release it, which is going to be, that's coming up, the art of detachment. You have the ability to trust that what falls away no longer serves you, and it's okay to detach. Playfulness, it becomes so natural when you are who you are. When you just be, you just live, you just act how you want to act on a daily basis. No performance, no facade, none of that. You just be who you are. You trust spirit with your outcomes. You're not trying to control the outcome of anything. With what enters your auric field is for you. And what leaves is not for you. You stop identifying with temporary discomforts. You don't even deal with it. It's just like, yeah, okay, that happened. And okay, pivot. We recalibrate. Peace is focus. Peace is trust and power under control. Peace. I know I hear a lot of people say, I just want peace. I just want to be at peace. And you're praying for it. You do realize that when you pray for something, you draw that energy towards you. The Bible clearly says, ask and you shall receive. You want peace? Okay. And here comes these situations where it requires trust. Here comes these situations where it requires focus. Here comes these situations or these people that require you to pause and self-regulate and show maturity, spiritual maturity, emotional maturity. That's where peace is found. Peace is power under control. Instead of you all reactive to everything, peace in knowing who you are, why you are, what you are, why you're here. You don't need approval. And whatever's in your auric field at the time is for you, and what isn't, what falls off, hey, it's not for you. And you're okay with it. That's peace. Peace is gratitude. Peace is joy. Peace is appreciating the little things. It's delights. It's delicious. Being unbothered is not about numbness. It's composure. It's emotional discipline. So I want you to ask yourself, because I know some people use these as journal prompts, but these are some questions that I want you to reflect on. Where am I reacting when I could be regulating? What would shift if I chose joy on purpose? And who would I become if I stopped entertaining chaos? Those are your reflective questions of the week. You know, some seasons they require strategy, but this one right here, this one requires lightness. It's to remove the heaviness out of your life, out of your auric field, to guard your peace, to raise your frequency, and don't forget to play. Have fun. I love y'all, and thank you guys for clicking on my video. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming video series of the arts for the whole month of March. And I love you guys, and thank you for watching my video in whatever time of day you're watching this video. Be blessed, be productive, and stay in the vibe. Love y'all. Chasing good vibes, chasing good vibes, chasing good vibes, chasing good vibes, busy chasing good vibes.